It's Sunday, 9th of March, and I'm very happy to give you an update what's been going on since our last update last Tuesday, 4th of March. So, as you remember, on Tuesday he was extubated, a huge milestone for us. That Glen was freed from the machine supporting his breathing. The next huge challenge was that as he woke up, he was then diagnosed with what is called Postoperative Delirium. It basically means that the brain function isn't fully restored yet after such an intense time. So obviously it often happens after intense operations, or obviously connected with being in an artificial coma for over 6 days. And to some degree we expected this, but it's obviously something different when you're then faced with it. And in the situation after the intense operation days, it was also very, very emotional for us as parents. But with this video, maybe if other parents also watch this in a similar situation, I just also want to encourage to just really focus on the recovery and all the many things we can do. And there were so many things we could do to help Glen recover, even though it's a really, really scary situation. But just really the important thing is to not focus on the fear, but focus on the hope and on the recovery. And I think a huge step forward was that, fortunately, even though we're still on the intense unit at the hospital, we were able to transfer to a quieter room. As you can imagine, in an intense unit, it's like alarms going off 24/7, and that's then kind of difficult to find your way back, or just to calm down if there are alarms going off all the time. And so we were very fortunate to be able to move to a somewhat quieter space on the same unit. And just being able to continue to let Glen hear, feel and see that he's in a safe place. We're always here for him. Certainly the best that the parents can do. And a huge highlight was that we were then able to go outside with him. So I'm posting a photo of today, Sunday, where we were able to go outside with him for a further time. But the first time that we really realized that made a huge difference. It's quite an effort to get him ready and prepared to go outside, because connected with post-operative delirium is the fact that also the movements, and also connected with being asleep in an artificial coma for over 6 days. Most muscles were very degraded, so obviously he can't walk, and also many basic functions need to be restored and trained again, including things like swallowing and similar things. But being able to go outside with Glen made a huge difference, and you just saw how just having a breath of fresh air, feeling the sun on your skin, hearing the birds, and all these things, just made a huge difference. And next huge highlight was that here at the hospital in Geneva, they have a music therapist. And you should have, just seen that moment. Glen hearing music again, us being able to play tunes which he really loved. And for the first time after the operation, I saw the sparkle again in his eyes. And suddenly he was talking again. Obviously not that loud, so it's more of a whisper, because his throat has to be restored as well. But he was suddenly in a really euphoric mode and just talking to us, and it was just very, very emotional for me, that moment. seeing how, slowly but surely, he's recovering from all that's happened over the last time. And yeah, the first nights were also really challenging, so Glen wasn't able to sleep for the first night, which, again, is kind of understandable. And then on the third night after waking up, he was then finally able to sleep just a little bit, and then following nights always a little bit more. And it just takes patience, but he's making amazing progress. And today, on Sunday, again, we made huge progress. The physiotherapist came along and he managed to, from sitting on the side of his bed, managed to stand up and sit down a few times, which was a huge step for him. And so all in all, we're just so thankful for everything which has already improved, which has already been restored. It's still a long way, so we don't know how long it will take, for things to fully restore, but we'll just take it one day at a time. And as I said, everyone here is very, very helpful and very, very supportive. And yeah, with that, I just want to finish again the video by showing the photo where Glen was even able to say himself, it's okay if I share this photo in this video. And so, yeah, everyone be encouraged by this amazing progress of our little warrior. And of course, with all my heart, thank you for your prayers. Thank you for helping us by thinking of Glen, by praying for him, all those many supportive messages. These have been a huge encouragement for us. And it's still a long way, and I will continue to make updates. It's very, very intense for us, this phase as parents. We're here for Glen at this time, pretty much 24/7, and that's really, really important. And we'll make updates in the frequency that's possible for us. But as you can see, we're on a very, very good way, and we'll just continue taking it one day at a time.